Repowering things in life, like marriages, can be very expensive. But what about your outboard powered boat? Stick around to find out more. Hi, I'm Sean from Cove Lessons in Boating. And should you repower your outboard powered boat is a question we get asked fairly often. And it really comes down to how long you're going to use that boat and what value are you going to get out of that repowering. Repowering is essentially taking a slightly older boat, or maybe a boat that's not powered correctly, and repowering it by removing and either selling off or scrapping the old outboard and putting a brand new or fairly new outboard on it. Sometimes people use the opportunity to transition from one engine brand to another, or from an older style and technology engine to something newer, maybe to improve fuel efficiency or maybe to give better reliability. Particularly in the saltwater environment, we see a lot more active repower market, because in the saltwater environment, you've got corrosion issues, which in a freshwater environment, we don't run into. Very common in saltwater to take particularly larger, higher value boats and repower them. Years ago in the freshwater environment, when engines didn't last as long, we saw a more active repower business. Lately, customers have decided to, for the most part, trade old boat and engine on newer boat and engine. We're going to talk about some of the reasons you might want to consider repowering your boat. Pro number one, there's nothing wrong with your boat and you absolutely love it. Maybe it is the perfect boat for you, and the only thing that's wrong is that the engine is starting to get tired. That may be the perfect time for you to repower your boat. Any value that you put in, as long as you're going to get 5 or 10 more years out of it, is going to be well worth the cost. Pro number two, it's far less expensive to repower your boat than it is to buy a brand new package. So if the only thing that's wrong with your boat is that the reliability of the engine or the engine performance is down, it's definitely going to save you money to repower the boat. How about some of the cons? The cons: it is not inexpensive. Engines, as a percentage of the boat value, are very high. Repowering is not a small ticket item. There are a lot of finance options available, but it is going to cost a fairly significant amount of money to repower your boat. Con number two, when you go to sell that boat in the future, you're still selling an older boat with a newer engine, and it becomes hard to market. So let's say you're looking at a list of boats for sale on Boat Trader and you see 2000 blank and 2000 blank boat. One is going for 100,000 and one is going for 50,000, but often people will skip right over that ad because it says a 2000 blank, and then there's other boats in the market that are priced more attractively. So if you decide that you may want to sell your boat within a year or two, repowering I'd be very cautious on. Problem number two, what are you going to do with the old outboard? Depending on the market and depending on the dealer, some dealers will take older used outboards and others won't want the headache. So it may be something that you have to try to sell on your own. Another con could be compatibility of electronics and controls. Does your steering, your throttle and shift, and all of your gauges and electronics work with that engine? So you may have a cost involved with that repower that goes beyond just the engine itself. That it's going to tie the boat up probably for at least a few weeks in the service department while they get their repower done for you properly. Repowering has started to become a lot more popular because outboard engines have become a lot more technologically advanced, way better on fuel, and way quieter. So if you love your boat and you're thinking to yourself, maybe instead of a new boat, I should just repower it, it may be an option that's right for you. Thanks for watching today's Cove Lessons in Boating. Never drive a boat like this, but make sure you do subscribe for more videos, as we release them every couple weeks, and like this video so that other people like you can see it and hopefully learn more, be safe, have fun in the water, and we'll see you out there.